MJ, did they start the ceremony yet?
They're still setting up. Where are you?
Got hung up at work. Be there soon.
Welcome back to part 4 of Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. Our grand coveted and legendary Let's Play that you guys have been asking for. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to a different suit. Oh, you know what? I didn't even get to use the iron arms, so I'm gonna keep this for a little while until I use the iron arms.
And now for listener emails. May from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." Now I know it's from a place of concern, but this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger. I'm full of love. I call out injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity because I adore this city. And I want it to be better. What you hear in my voice, it's love. Nothing but love.
I guess I already took a picture of that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that black cat thing that's right over there. So yeah, we're back with part 4. We're just about at the City Hall bombing, which, for some of you who don't know, is a little close to home for me. I live in Rhode Island, which is just shy of Boston, which it wasn't too long ago where the Boston bombings happened at the marathon. So
Gentlemen, that is not how
the city bomb thing, kind of, you know, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, you know, it struck a chord, just because that was so close. Oh, I thought it was gonna get bad. Is that it?
Demons aren't just a street gang.
So yeah, it struck a chord, because it was so close to home, and it was something that, you know, it could happen anywhere, so it was kind of scary seeing that. So seeing that depicted in this game, not like it triggered me and I was like, oh my god, this game should be banned because it did this. It was just kind of like, oh wow. So it kind of had an impact to me personally, just because of, you know, being so close to it, hearing the stories, and yeah, it wasn't a fun time to be around New England.
Howard, long time no see. How's Pidgey doing?
He's a little down today. Misses his cousins. Been a bit of a whirlwind for both of us. Owners of my building rezoned for commercial. We had to move into Feast to get our bearings.
I'm so sorry. New York landlords can really be heartless.
When they kicked me out of my place, they set all my birds loose.
My birds,
Pidgey's the
man.
only one who found me. I've been looking everywhere for the rest of them, but with my bad leg and all...
You know what? I'd get around.
My leg.
How about I keep an eye out for him?
You do that? Oh, thank you. If you have any luck, please give me a call.
That was good timing. That was actually good timing. Like, yeah, I got you. Oh man, I got stuck there. Plushy. So the pigeon fetch quest is probably some of the most tedious things to do in this game. Thankfully, they did not really overdo it with the pigeons. Like, I'm glad they didn't do like 64 pigeons or anything ridiculous like that. It sounds like I just encountered somebody. But nonetheless, doing that stuff is kind of like, oh, the pigeon quest.
Good shot.
And then when they added it into the DLC, it was kind of more of the same, like, oh, Jesus, we have to do this again, you know? Alright, so here we go. Here we are.
There's the stage entrance. And we'll be right out front.
Sounds like a lot of people out there.
You'll be fine, honey.
I hope
Last
Jefferson
time I
Davis
was
never has to
speech,
do
I was
traffic.
in high school. Miss Steinberg gave me a C-.
Well, if only Miss Steinberg could see you now.
Hey, you got this, Dad. I mean, come on, you saved Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure that makes you an official superhero.
A superhero. Or maybe I'm just a guy who doesn't give up.
Come on, honey.
Welcome, everyone. And before I hand it off to Mayor Osborne, I'd just like to say a few words.
So?
I think this gang war may finally be over.
I wish we'd play as Peter like this,
Over?
with his like leather jacket.
There's some loose ends still to be tied up, but
Loose ends.
Hollister Peter.
a truck pulled away from the scene from a company called Consolidated Shipping. Something's not right about it. I just don't know what.
Well, maybe after this we can grab some coffee. Figure it out together.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Jim. Couldn't have said it better myself, but I'll try. We all know that Officer Davis is a hero.
But, instead of coffee, maybe we could have dinner instead. I could come over, I'll cook. Or we could, meet at a totally neutral location for a completely normal meal, cooked by professionals.
For acts of extraordinary bravery, above and beyond the call of duty, it is my privilege to present Officer Jefferson Davis with the Department Medal of Honor.
Phone call, sir.
Kind of in the middle of something here, Jim.
Sounds urgent, sir.
Fine. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I share this honor with my family. My wife, Rio, and my son, Miles. Without their support, I couldn't do what I do.
Yes?
I've worked many years for this moment.
Who is this?
Over the coming days, your company, your city, and everything you care about will be destroyed. People will beg you for help, but you won't be able to save them.
Listen, jackass. I get threats like this twice a week. Why don't you grow a pair and tell me what you want?
To watch you suffer.
Wow, he's really serious. To watch me suffer? Whatever will I do? I love that. He's just like, yeah, I get these threats all the time. To watch you suffer. Wow, he must be business. My nipples!
Get down!
If there was an explosion like that actually happening, reality of the situation is people would not be leaning in to see, oh, what's happening over there? I mean, I know it's New York, but people would be running. They'd be running out of their minds. If the first thing they heard was an explosion, they'd look back initially and then just be like,
Are you okay?
this, I'm out.
Miles! Miles!
I'm currently going 25. What do you mean? Bad joke.
Miles! Miles!
Miles.
Right here. Thank God. Can you hear me, baby? Can you hear me? Peter? Squeeze my hand if you can hear me. Stay here.
Squeeze my hand if you can hear me. This ain't pro wrestling.
Peter, wake up.
That's an
Come on,
obscure
say
reference. I'm
something,
sorry.
please.
Only Smarks know that. What that means. Somebody throw up the X. Alright. So, we're playing with Miles. And selfie time. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know who you are, by the way, guy down there. I'm just gonna take a selfie over your presumably dead corpse.
Crazy.
Okay. Whoa, man! So I don't mind Miles' sections more than I do Mary Jane's. Mary Jane's are tedious and they are dumb for reasons that I probably have explained more than 20 times already. But she doesn't add anything to the plot. Every time we go back to a Mary Jane section, it's going back to something instead of progressing forward, whereas with Miles, it's always progressing forward. If it had been the opposite, if they had done both ways, where Mary Jane sections progress the plot forward as well as Miles, then I would probably have a different opinion. I wouldn't mind playing her as much, but because she ends up progressing it and making you have to go back, it's kind of like, been there, done that, you know. Sometimes less is more. You don't have to explain that somebody broke in. We already know somebody broke in. And if she just tells you the reason why instead of having to play as her to get that reason why, it would alleviate that situation of been there, done that, get this over with. I don't need to know the details. I kind of know them already without you having to kind of hammer them in with her sections, so.
I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright.
Alright, Liz, I have to go find Dad, okay?
No.
You don't get that with Miles. You get a progression of story with Miles.
No!
In almost all of his sections, too. And it's integral to his arc, whereas with Mary Jane, it's not really integral to her arc at all, I don't feel. Because I feel like even with what she does, the one section that is probably excusable is the Standish section, because I think that is integral to what her arc is. But the rest of them are just totally do without. I don't need to do the Tombstone one, I don't need to do the Auction House one, even though it's an introduction to her character. I felt all of that could have been done via cutscene. But that's just me personally, you know. The sections are so small that they really don't harm the game, but every time I have to play the game over, I kind of dread going through these sections. And I think Insomniac kind of did pick that up because they didn't add any more MJ sections past the heist, so that was good. This is Miles. Do you hear me, Colonel? So I'm gonna have to edit in Metal Gear music over this.
Can't cross yet. Gotta find a way around these guys. Okay.
Nope.
Whose footprints are these?
You just heard somebody moving. Double tap. There we go.
Miles! Are you okay? Miles! Miles!
No! Enough! We have to leave. Now!
But why, Mr. Lee? Because plot armor demands it. Kill the guy's father, but don't kill him.
Dad. 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 Dad, no. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
sorry for your loss.
Do I know you?
I'm Peter
Technically, yeah.
Parker. I was at City Hall when... Look, I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to say...
I know what you're going through. That's what you were gonna say, right? Or it all gets easier with time. Or don't worry. It's a part of God's plan.
I'm sorry, I was just
trying to help. I know.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him.
For anyone who's ever experienced loss in their life, that it's just about right. That's how people kind of react when they lose somebody that they care about. They distance themselves, and any attempt to kind of connect with them and reconcile
Sorry,
and just try to make them feel better, it goes in vain because they're not ready to process that.
What's up?
Have you started looking for Martin Lee yet?
No, I told you I can't start a manhunt based on a hunch from Spider-Man.
But I'm telling you, he's the guy.
Get me some solid evidence and we'll talk.
Solid evidence. Right. Hey, it's me.
Hey, so what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I screwed up. And that kid lost his father.
I know you too well to say you should give yourself
Jesus.
a break. What about the police? Do they have any leads on me?
They're not even looking for him. Even Yuri doesn't believe me.
Then it's up to us to find him. I've been doing some research. Go to this address. Martin Lee bought a controlling interest in this recycling center last year.
You think he's hiding out there?
Maybe. We know he's not at Feast. If he's not at the recycling center, maybe you'll find some evidence as to where he might be.
Yeah. Good work, MJ. I'll let you know what I find.
Oh, one more thing. I talked with a detective about questioning the arrested demons. They're all claiming Martin Lee has the power to, quote, corrupt people.
Corrupt? What does that mean?
They say it's sort of like mind control. It brings out the negative part of you. Makes you do things you wouldn't normally do.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
This coming from a guy who can run up walls.
This Muffet was prejudiced. Just saying. Hey, Howard. Think I found one of Pidgey's cousins. Dusty Gray Flex.
Oh. He just landed pretty hard.
MJ's hunch was right. Place is crawling with demons. Gotta take these guys out, then have a look around.
Yoink. Stick around for a little while. You might have a little bit of fun. Alright. Nope, actually, let's... Nope. That's not what I wanted to land. Okay, thank you. Time to take a bath. Ah, crap. What? Okay, I guess not. He decided he want to go anywhere but.
Okay, that's all of them. Maybe if I can find where... Looks like I could override the circuit.
Yes, sir. You
I need
can.
my electric webs. Well, that did something. It looks like the circuits need a little more juice. There. Looks like the circuit's still stable. Maybe there's another junction box. Gotcha. That's it.
Oh my gosh, what is going on, Peter? I'm trying to go straight. So yeah, I did say in my first run through of this game that, or my first Let's Play episode, I suppose, that this is probably the best red and blue outside of the Homecoming, Stark suit. Just because it's actually the right shade of red and blue.
These are Osborn campaign offices.
Whereas the advanced suit is basically orange. It's like orange-red, but mostly orange. The damaged classic suit is a little bit more red. It's probably the best out of those two that I just mentioned, the best looking red and blue, but it's not the actual red and blue. This is how the actual red and blue looks. It's, again, more orange in color. This is an amazing red as well. But the Homecoming's, the Stark suit, is probably the best red and blue. It combines both colors in a way that it's actually vibrant and colorful and looks like the actual colors off the comic books panels. So outside of the vintage suit, which obviously is an homage to the way that Spider-Man used to be drawn way back when.
All the paths originate from the same address. Explosives from Fisk's construction site. Lots of high-tech equipment. Maybe later I can recycle this stuff into some weapons of my own.
Truck bombs.
Truck bombs? This is crazy. Guns from Fisk's armory. This wasn't a gang war. The demons were stealing from Fisk to go after Mayor Osborn.
Hey, did you find Lee?
No, but you were right. Lee's using this place as a front for the demons. Bomb making, gun running.
Oh my god.
And it looks like they're planning another attack. This time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
We must have some kind of beef with Norman Osborn.
I found an address here. I think it's their staging area. If I hurry, I might be able to stop them.
Be careful.
Yuri, it's me.
Make it quick. I'm busy getting yelled at by my boss.
Martin Lee and the demons are planning another attack, this time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
Are you sure? We've had a lot of false leads in the past week.
Trust me on this one. I'm sending you the address of a recycling center. You'll find all the evidence there.
Got it. I'll get those campaign offices evacuated. But if you're wrong about this, you're gonna help me find a new job.
Consolidated shipping. A lot of guys. I should try to do this quietly, but also with style.
That's the most important thing. Doing it with style. Alright. So much like the actual single player mode when you first started. Ah, crap. I made a grave mistake. No matter. Holy crap. I made this a lot harder than it had to be. Then again, that's kind of the story of my life.
He's not out here. Better check inside. Huh. Invoice from an auto shop. Pale Horse Rides. That's one expensive tune-up. What else can I find around here? They have bases all around the city.
Whips ahoy.
Deadly glowing whip wasn't enough. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely not this. Hey, MJ. I think I stopped the demon's attack on Osborn's campaign office.
Nice. Did you find Lee?
No, but I found something we should look into. A place called Pale Horse Ride.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out and get back to you.
Yeah, that's about it.
Copy, Silverbird. We're descending to location. There's another one. Safety's off.
Well, this is new.
No. This one's mine. All right. I'm executing this son of a...
Hey! That's not how we do things. Down! Down!
Code SM1.
Whoa, whoa! Before we do this, who the hell are you guys?
Code SM1. Code SM1. Holding for orders. Copy Code SM1. I have a visual. Hold for Silverbird.
What is this, Max Payne?
Nice entrance. Solid 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Release him. He works with us.
Yuri, explanation, please?
This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force. Paid for by Mayor Osborn.
Oh, the mayor has a pet army now?
Next time you get in my way, I will not be so gentle.
Go. We'll talk later.
Next time you get in my way. Somebody commented on my review.
Hey, sorry about that Sable thing. I should have told you earlier, but it all happened so fast.
It's okay. We're still best buds.
We're not best buds.
Well, that took a dark turn.
Anyway, Sable has the mayor's ear and unchecked authority. We've searched that address you gave me, found plenty of evidence of a bomb plot, but nothing that leads back to Martin.
I'm working on that. Hey, MJ.
Hey, so I dredged up some records on Martin Lee's other business holdings. He's got places all over the city.
Huh. The locations line up with a map I found at that shipping business. I'll check them out.
Let me know what you find at each one, and I'll work on building a case.
You got it. I'm headed to Lee's office at Feast to see if I can learn more about why he's doing this, and what he's got planned next.
Okay, say hi to May for me. Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No. Lee's only got one target on his mind. Norman Osborn.
Alright, so I'm gonna switch suits here. I'm gonna go Iron Spider, classic, and go with Iron Arms here. It's nice that they did this. I wish there were still 3, and I wish they had fixed the back pedals there, because that's still...
Hey, Howard. I think I found one of Pidgey's cousins. Dusty Gray Flex?
That's still all messed up. You can still see the Infinity War things on the back. Who is this person?
Peter. So if you're running this place while Mr. Lee's out of town, who's doing your old job?
Me. but I could always use more help.
Random people following me on
anyone?
Twitter. Which
Actually, I do.
cheap plug. Follow
His
me on
name is
Twitter
Miles
at
Morales. Being honored at City Hall.
my email, but
I talked to him at the funeral.
I'll probably
He's
censor
a
that out.
Smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to stay busy. Might help him too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
Just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I want to.
I should check out Lee's office.
I believe here is where we get the brooming minigame, right? You can clean up. Peter Parker, master of chores. Riveting! Riveting! Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
His office is locked. How do I get in there?
All you scripted
Quietly.
pawns need to move.
Huh. Never seen that room before. Whoa, what the... There. High voltage lines. What needs this much power?
Maybe Mr. Lee has a sex dungeon, Peter. What's of you to judge? Man does so much good, he needs some good back. You know what I'm saying?
Nice journal.
You know what I'm saying?
Key.
Man who works hard
Wonder
like
where
that.
the lock is. That room I saw from the crawl space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine. Some kind of puzzle lock. That seems right. Oh, I see. Yes.
We in there. We in like Flynn, brother.
Whoa.
Brother. Alright, for the sake of saving plot.
What are you hiding, Lee? Whoa. This is the folder MJ found at the auction house.
Take it,
This
Pete.
might help us figure out what Lee's planning next.
Yeah. We're out.
Phew. It's a burn room. Wired to destroy. One more.
Can I take a selfie? I can't.
The police had found this.
Still can't. Damn it.
Or May.
Can't take a selfie, damn it.
I want to think of what could have happened.
How about now? Nope, won't let me. The game hates me.
Hello, Peter.
Mr. Lee. I thought you were out of town.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Martin, you're back.
I found my stash of Playboy, sorry.
Thank you.
And heading off again shortly, I'm afraid. Just needed a few things from my office.
You must have heard about City Hall.
What if that was Peter's
Yes.
fat closet?
Tragic.
Peter was there. He was very lucky.
And an Osborne rally. I didn't know you were a fan.
Way to make it
Well,
abundantly
what
obvious
matters
that you know
is
something's
you were
wrong.
both safe.
Amen.
But the bombers are still out there. Who knows what they've planned next?
I don't think you or May have anything to worry about. As long as you stay away from places you're not supposed to be. Well, I should go.
When will you be back?
When my work is done.
Yeah, I mean, when it's done. All these questions. Who do you think I am? Who the hell are you, Aunt May? And Diane Sawyer? Is this 60 minutes? Again, way to make it abundantly clear that something is clearly wrong and you know something that you shouldn't, Peter.
Wait!
Ah. Also, his fighting style here is very like martial arts oriented. When in actual combat, it's nothing like this at all. Iron Spider. Iron Spider Classic.
Hey, Howard. I think I found one of Pidgey's cousins. Dusty gray flecks. Might have just left a stain on my suit.
Clarence, guy's a little devil, but he's a charmer. Give him a pat on the head and point him towards Feast. He'll find his way.
No problem. I'll do the same for any others I find.
Or mistakenly come across.
Captain Watanabe,
I finally got your evidence. Head to the Feast Center in Chinatown.
what am I going to find?
A nice lady named May Parker. And some really weird stuff hidden in Lee's office. But listen, he's got another attack planned.
Where? When?
Still working on that, but I think he's going to use something called Devil's Breath.
Sounds destructive. What is it?
A substance created by Oscorp. Probably a bioweapon of some kind. I have a folder full of info on it. I'm holding on to it for now. I'll send copies as soon as I can.
Okay, we'll check his office. If the evidence stands up, I'll put out an APB.
MJ, hey. Just checking in.
Peter, hey. Can I call you back?
I think you'll want to hear this. Wait, why are you whispering?
Just in the middle of something. How about we catch up over dinner?
OG Daily Bugle from the Raimi film.
Sure.
Flatiron Building.
Cool. See ya.
Wait. Remember how you told me about Lee's corrupting touch? I think I just saw it in action.
How?
Some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. Thing is, they had glowing eyes. And I remembered Yuri telling me something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was working for Lee? It's all connected.
There's more, but I guess we'll talk about it at dinner.
Yeah.
Another camera.
Bye, MJ.
It's like Black Cat, all right.
I'm ditching you for MJ. Again!
Oh, poor Spider. I know I disappointed you when I couldn't go straight, but why mess with perfection?
That reminds me of Isabel. I'll link her Twitter down below as well. She's one of the people, I believe she's like a, I forget what her position is exactly at the moment. I'm sorry Isabel for completely forgetting what your role is with Marvel games.
I think they sell
But
rare wine
she
here.
had once posted like getting a poll of people's opinions, whether or not they preferred MJ or Felicia, and mostly everybody voted Felicia. She's like, you all like thoughts, which was pretty funny. But I think people were genuinely annoyed with how Mary Jane was with this game, that they rather prefer somebody who was more stable in their
Can I come by later?
way of treating you. All things considered, you know, at least Felicia had. You knew what you were getting into with Felicia. You didn't know what you were getting into with Mary Jane, basically.
Guess I can stop by just for a minute.
Mary Jane is so flipsy flopsy, so turny. At any point in time, like, I don't want to be with you. Yeah, I want to be with you. I want to do this. I want to feel more. I know I can't do as much. Whereas Felicia will straight up just tell you. Oh God.
Missed another call from Doc.
Peter, I wanted to make sure you're still available. I can't pay you yet, but I've pulled enough strings to keep the wolves from the door a bit longer. If you can get up and running, I know this new version of the project will attract investment. Massive investment. Stay ready.
Fingers triple crossed, Doc.
Opens the door, Peter.
Hey, Doctor.
Hello, Peter. I'll be just a minute.
Wow. Look at all this new stuff.
That just makes me wonder, like, what if Efron Zimbalist Jr. Actually did the voice for this Doc Ock? Whatever you are trying is useless, Spider-Man.
We really need to get better about organizing our workspace.
That would pretty much
Where
be
did
how
you
it
get
goes.
all this equipment?
Called in every last favor. Took out a few loans. It's like we're starting over once again. But this time's going to be different.
Aim. So, with AIM being officially introduced into this gaming universe, is MODOK gonna be a thing? I really am curious to see if they actually will do a MODOK in this universe, just because of how, like, outrageous that character is design-wise. So,
You've been busy.
Just getting started. You know, until now, we've been looking at prosthetics from the wrong perspective. Why restore people to what they were when we can make them better? Okay, I think that should do it.
Alright.
Ready?
Not really. Unbeknownst to most of the general public, Dr. Otto Octavius was the developer behind the Fap Hands used in American Horror Story this last season. I'm kidding. Probably an obscure reference to most of you.
Norman, you son of a...
Gamer Rage.
Well, I know who you're not voting for in the next election. Sorry. I have a habit of making bad jokes in tense situations.
It was a good joke, Parker. Just a bit of an overreaction on my part.
No, don't worry. Why don't you take a break? I'll clean this up and get us ready for another test. So, hope you don't mind me asking, but it seems you and Norman have a bit of a history.
We were lab partners in college. Became friends. Decided to start a business. We both had visions of changing the world, just in different ways.
Wait, you were at Oscorp when it started?
I'm half the reason it's called Oscorp. In grad school, everyone called us the O's. Add Corp to that, and, well, it is a catchy name.
Well, why'd you leave?
Norman became more and more obsessed with genetics. He started a project I considered unethical. And there was this... Anyway, lawyers got involved. I chose to leave in exchange for a settlement. But that money didn't last very long. I've relied on grants ever since. If this project doesn't work...
Don't worry. It'll work. Let me just fix this up.
I'll brew some fresh coffee.
So Otto's arc in this game
Be sure to run a diagnostic on the control unit.
very reminiscent of Spider-Man 2's Raimi Spider-Man 2's plot, where it's just the guy trying to do good, and he has a fall of grace. He just, he becomes desperate, and in his desperation, in his rage, in his mood swings, he allows his anger to get the better of him, and it ends up corrupting him due to the inhibitor chip on his neck. So, yeah, it's a tragic tale of a guy who really just wants to do right, but goes about it in all of the wrong ways, and he doesn't realize that he lost himself. And I guess when he does finally realize he doesn't care.
Next step, neural interface.
Because at this point, he's so tired of trying to do everything for everybody else, and
sure you can handle
he's
it?
just doing it for himself
Apparently
now.
not, judging by today's debacle.
Because I still haven't found another job.
My funds are still...
I know. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. What's a few bucks when you're trying to change the world, right?
To changing the world.
It's the last of the ginger ale for me.
Missed call from MJ. Doctor, I need to go, but I'll be back later.
Don't worry, the work will still be here when you get back.
What's that?
Every time I look at the Iron Spider in this game, I'm reminded very much of the latest Iron Man armor in Infinity War. It's almost identical.
Hey, sorry I missed your call. We still on for dinner?
Dinner? Oh, yeah. I was calling you about something else, but yeah, we should talk over dinner.
Offer still stands for me to come over and cook.
Oh, really? Well, I like to take risks. I'm still out, but I'll grab some stuff at the store and let you know when I'm home.
Okay, talk soon. All right, dinner at MJ's. No expectations. Be hard to screw this one up.
The one thing that
Guess
I
I'll just
wish
freelance for a while until she calls.
The one thing I wish they had added into the vintage suit was that the underarm webs, and unfortunately they did not add it. That's the only thing missing from the vintage suit to really seal the deal for me, is the underarm webs.
Control, what's our situation in Nomad? Traffic control point Charlie taking fire from demons.
Sable and demons. None of them like me. I can't let them kill each other.
Let's see. Here we go. And that's it for you guys.
Got it.
Alright, so this, I hate to end on a Mary Jane section. So, well, we're gonna have to end on Mary Jane's section on going towards Standish. So as soon as we end her section, we'll lead off with one of my favorite interior designs in the main game.
We reserve the right to refuse service and knock out any criminals. Says so right on the sign. Hoped crime would decline post-Fisk. Might have been too optimistic.
But yeah, we'll stop there, and then we'll pick back up on part 5 with Standish. Ah, Radio City. Never been there. Unfortunately, my sister has. But I haven't. I've been to Rockefeller Center, especially around this time of the year. Really beautiful place.
Nice.
Sable teams, this is Control. What's the situation at Grand Central? Control, APC Bravo, engaging demons.
You probably feel ganged up on right now. Maybe try not bombing the city. Hey, MJ.
All right, I picked up a bunch of stuff at the store. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Swinging over now. Prepare to be amazed.
Help out my local Sableman.
Demons are turning this. Hey, rooftops are for barbecues, not firefights.
I just get my electric webs back? I'm not gonna be able to.
No need to thank me, Sable dudes.
Although it's kind of rude you didn't.
I could have used resupply there, but it's not worth it.
All units, report of an active bomb threat. Officers needed near Civic Center.
Sorry, I gotta be treated badly by MJ again, so.
Peter,
Hi.
you are not gonna believe what happened. So you know that address you gave me? I went there.
MJ.
I know, but wait.
What is this?
Just listen.
Oh, great, another stealth section with Mary Jane. Haha, my favorite. Ugh. Again, going back to the point that I made, it regresses the plot. It doesn't move it forward.
Firearms. What is this place? That office. Might be something inside that connects this to Lee. Need to get back there.
Huh? What was that? What dumbass can't put their shit away? Bet it was hacked.
Funny fact, that's the only time the words shit is ever said in this entire game.
Need to get into that. What are they building? Is this careful?
So what's the boss doing with the money from this Lee job?
Grave dust, man. All that cash is going straight into grave dust.
You tried any yet?
Only samples. The boss is still perfecting.
Heard something.
Just got a kick.
Easy does it. What kind of vehicle needs tires this big?
Where is it? It's creeping me out.
Something that usually leads to overcompensating.
That guy's not going anywhere. Maybe I can distract him.
What the hell was that?
Yo, has anyone seen the 316 socket driver?
Seeing things.
Wait!
Oh, come on. Ugh, this section.
Socket driver.
Wait!
Oh god. It's too late for this. It's too late for this nonsense. I have to edit this out.
Oh, who's there?
Wait!
Alright, I'm actually gonna have to do this with a shred of patience. With a shred of patience here.
Where is it? I swear I left it over here.
Yo, has anyone seen the 316 socket driver?
What was that sound?
Hey, when do we get a new recip saw?
Finally. Ugh.
What is this? Some kind of military hardware?
Hey, anyone pick up more gear after our last run?
Office must be to my right. Need to move careful through here.
Yo, man.
This guy normally won't see me even if I'm like right in front of him.
Important.
So
What's in these?
Boss, come on! We'll never notice!
Tombstone.
You're right, Rick. Won't notice? Cousin won't be there.
God damn it! I said I'll fix it!
You got some stones, Rick. Let's see if they break. Such a disappointment. And now I need a new welder.
Can't turn back now. Need to get into that office.
Tombstone is arguably the biggest disappointment in this entire game. He was developed so poorly, and he's literally in and out just like that, making this entire thing kind of like...
GPS trackers.
Well, he was in there.
Tombstone using these for?
All right, boys. Time to move. Get the gear from my office.
Time to go.
Convenient back door is convenient.
Okay, I want to say don't ever do that again, but since I know you're going to anyway, here. Take a few of those next time.
Nice. Thanks.
You know Tombstone is crazy and pretty much invincible, right?
Everybody has their weakness. Mine is... whatever you're cooking right now. It smells amazing.
The chicken curry. Just needs some time to simmer.
No dumplings, I hope.
You're never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Nope.
The Great Dumpling Catastrophe.
I still can't believe they evacuated the entire building.
I know, and in January, too. Your neighbors hated me.
Yeah, they were pretty happy when we broke up.
Good thing to bring up.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about what you found in Lee's office.
Well,
way to go, Mary Jane. You
Lee
are
clearly
just
has issues with
the
all
cure
the
for depression.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know yet. But his next move looks like it involves Devil's Breath. Whatever that is.
Yeah. I'll dig into it. So I was thinking, what if we teamed up?
What, you want to be my sidekick? Like a spider girl? Spider woman?
No.
Woman.
No, not a sidekick. A partner.
Oh. Not again.
Hey, it's your crime system thingy.
Fire Marshal Parker.
Looks like a residential break-in.
Charles Standish.
That sounds familiar. Oh, Oscorp CFO. Wait. You don't think this has anything to do with Lee, do you?
Sorry to cook and run.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Nanotechnology, son.
Where do you want me to,
Just the couch is fine.
See you later?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll see you guys on the next part of Marvel Spider-Man Let's Play. We're out of here. Peace.